Welcome everybody back to the channel. So we are starting today's video out at a local thrift store. I just wanted to check out some of the things that they had on hand, like these beautiful bottles. I just thought these were so pretty. They definitely would have ended up in my cart, but you know, a lot of the prices in this particular store was a little higher than I would have liked to have paid, which really sucks because I did find some pretty interesting things. These topiaries were really pretty, but the pottery was broken, and yet they still wanted like $6 a piece for them. And I just thought that was a little pricey for something that's already broken. But check out that red vase back there. I loved it. I mean, I don't think I would have gotten it because it doesn't really go with my color scheme, but this piece right here, y'all remember that cartoon Hercules from like way back in the day? My kids loved that movie so much. And just the artwork on that piece right there made me think of that movie. This was really cool, so I figured I'd take a shot of that. And this 3-wick candle, never been burned. And I was actually thinking of that candle over the weekend. Not that we ever lost power, but I thought, man, if somebody were to lose power, that would be a great candle to have on hand, so that, you have something to really light up a room. But check out these bottles. These were really pretty, some decorative, really pretty bottles. This thing, I think, is some like old-fashioned coffee thing. I have no idea. These pieces obviously came from Dollar General. Super cute. I love them, and I have no idea where I would have put that in my kitchen, but definitely cute for sure. I'm sure somebody would love that. These dishes were actually really pretty. I did like these a lot, but it was a complete set. I didn't need an entire set, but they are really pretty. And this piece right here, I thought that was cool, but I loved these glasses. Now, unfortunately, as much as I would have liked to have gotten those glasses, I can't remember how much what those were. Does that say $5? No, it says $3 a piece. And these green glasses, really pretty. We're just not using glasses in this house very often. So, I'm using my 40-ounce tumbler every day, a couple times a day, and then Charlotte's at school, and just we're drinking out of bottles and stuff. We're not really doing glasses and stuff, so otherwise I would have gotten those. The dishes were really pretty. Still on the hunt for blue dishes. This was actually, this kind of cracked me up. It looks like something that maybe Walmart sold. I just recently, where the heck was I maybe it was at HEB, or oh gosh darn it, I can't even think of what store I was in where those little bowls and cups had with the googly eyes. I don't know. I just recently saw them and I thought they were funny. So the last time I was in this thrift store, I thrifted some blankets. Actually, if you would have seen my last thrift haul, I actually did get a blanket from here. No, it was a different store. Anyway, for dog blankets, basically. This book caught my attention because it said Jamie's story on it. Now, it's different spelling the way I spell my name, but it just looked like an interesting book. Then there was, so at this point now I'm over at the Family Crisis Center, and I know my girl Nicole had just hauled one of those picture things, and I just so happened to see that like right after I saw her video, so that kind of cracked me up. So I'm always looking for just new baking dishes because between cooking for the church and then cooking at home, just I feel like baking dishes just are always needed. And yeah, so I just wanted to check that out. So then there was this coffee pot, and it just reminded me of a time when we had accidentally broke our Mr. Coffee pot, and I could have just bought a whole new pot, but we ended up just getting a whole new coffee maker. But in case that ever happens to you, check your local thrift store. That I think was a Pyrex piece, but anyway, just wanted to look at that. We got some baskets. This piece over here, I have no idea what the heck this is for. I can't even see that sticker right there, but it just looked really interesting, so I was just checking it out. Baskets. This piece right here was actually really heavy. It had some pretty good weight to it. This would probably be good for like hanging in a bathroom, toiletries, or whatever. I didn't need it, so I left that behind. But they definitely had an assortment of baskets. Who remembers these little porcelain girls with like the numbers for like the birthdays? I actually either had a cousin or a friend that had like all the porcelain girls that with like the different years of like their teenage years or something. I never had one, but that's what it made me think of. And obviously the one is broken on here, but Anyway, it brought back some memories. These yellow rose glasses I just thought were so cool because it just made me think of like, Yellow Rose of Texas. But they said like Whataburger and Coca-Cola on there, and I'm just like really not interested in that, so I left those behind. I just cannot figure out why this thrift store has so many of these candles. Like, what is the deal with these? They're like square, but then they're like little balls that like make up like a whole square. I have no idea. I don't even know how much they're even charging. I saw that there was a $5 sticker, but that could have been from like the original store they came from. I don't know. But this chicken piece here just I thought was so stinking cute. This was like one of those old-fashioned like what is it, like scales or something? I don't think it's functioning, but I just thought that was kind of cool. I think this was a Hobby Lobby piece for your candle holders. Here was one of those like wax warmers, which I keep seeing blue wax warmers. Maybe I need to get one. I don't know. Hey everybody, what's going on? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Jamie if you are new here, and I got a little bit of a thrift haul for you. So I stopped at a couple of stores. You would have seen the clips of that before this. And yeah, where I got some pretty fun stuff. I'm really, really excited about it. So I did go over to the Family Crisis Center. I went over to Goodwill, and I'm going to go ahead and start with the Goodwill haul. So I'm going to start with this bag here. I did find some really great things. I know most of us are probably just like over the whole Christmas thing. I know, but I'm actually planning ahead for next year. So I keep hearing from other thrifters that like now is the time to be shopping for like future seasons and stuff. And if you would recall, in one of my videos, I talked about how we had a teen lock-in at the church. And I picked this up here. You would have seen over at Walmart. This is actually a Walmart brand, the holiday time. This was originally $5.98 over at Walmart, and I picked it up for $2.99 over at Goodwill. So I got this. Basically, it's an inflatable antler ring toss game. I just thought this was so silly and it looks fun. I grabbed it so that the teens could actually play this when we do our next lock-in. I'm going to start planning on activities and games and just things for the next lock-in. So I've got all year to plan ahead. And so I got this one. So I thought that would be a lot of fun for the kids. So I found this canvas here. This is actually still in its packaging. It is an 8x8 canvas. I had gotten it for, let's see if you can see that in the thing. I think I got it for $1.99. This is actually thick. Like, look how, there's one. This is just one canvas and it is thick. So I had picked this canvas up because I thought maybe Charlotte might want to paint something. Maybe, I don't know, maybe I get bored and I want to paint something. It's been a long time since I've done that, but I really had Charlotte in mind for this one. For $1.99 for a canvas that is still in its own packaging, and for such like a thick canvas, like the canvas doesn't just stop at this edge. It actually goes all the way around. So I don't know. I just thought it was a good find, and so I grabbed that. I saw this little notebook. This is so stinking cute. Can you see this? Oh my gosh, the little cactus. Y'all, I'm not really into the whole cactus thing. I'm really not. But this little picture is so stinking cute. I loved it. And for $2.99, the reason why I had gotten this is because I'm very forgetful. And sometimes I need to write things down. And if I'm in the truck, basically I'm either going to leave this in my purse or I'm going to leave it in my truck. So when I'm out and about and I need to write something down or whatever, I thought this would be a good idea to do that. But anyway, so it's got like this little black little rubber band thing. There is a little thingy on the side here so you can like stick a pen inside, and it has never been written on. So like all the pages are perfectly clean. There's no imperfections or anything. Like, this was just a cute little notebook that I could just stick in my truck or something, and for $2.99. And come on, y'all. How cute is that cactus? Seriously, I couldn't put it down. There's no way I could leave this behind. So I had my cat in mind when I saw this. I wasn't shopping for the animals. I really wasn't. But I saw this, and she's sitting on the bed right now, so she's going to be really excited. But basically, it's a cat tunnel. And it looks like it was in really good condition. I think I got that. They gave this to me for like $1.99. And it's pretty big. Like, I actually I opened it up and made sure that it was all good to go. I tied it myself so I could hold it. But I mean, it stretches like this long. It's just like a little cat tunnel. She's looking at it right now. And it collapses. So if I need to get it like out of the way, store it underneath the bed or something, that, you know, I can do that. But anyway, for $1.99, I mean, the poor girl is 8 years old and she's never had a toy, something that she can run through. The girl still gets the zoomies and she just sprints like all over the house. It's the funniest thing. It gets the dogs riled up. And I don't know, I just thought maybe, and it's crinkly, so I thought maybe she would enjoy that. So there's that. But speaking of animals, so a long time ago, I had given up on the whole dog bed situation with Abby because she is an aggressive chewer. Like, we've tried buying dog beds for her, but she just shreds them. It's not like she has like anger issues or anything. It's just like she likes to, you know, she was a puppy, she liked to chew on things. I think she's kind of phased out of it. But anyway, so my point is that we used to have dog beds for her, but they didn't last not even a week. So I gave up on that whole idea, and so we just moved to blankets, just dog blankets. And there's no way in heck I'm going to pay, you know, $12, $15, $20 on a blanket. She is just going to shred to pieces. And I'm not joking. She has blankets from 2 years ago that she just, there's holes in it. So I started getting blankets over at the thrift store because I can get them really cheap. And this one, I got this blanket. Now, this has already been washed. I washed everything. Everything's already been cleaned, so don't be like, ew. But anyway, I grabbed this blanket. It's actually really soft. And this one was, oh, I already took the tag off of it, but it was $2.99 for this blanket. And so I thought I could stick it on the couch. They're not our main couch, but like the dogs actually have like their own little oversized chair. So I thought I would put that on there, and so they can cuddle up with the blanket, because Abby's got a blanket that is really, like I said, she's got a blanket that's like really old. It's got like a lot of holes in it, and it just needs to go in the garbage. Like, actually the chair needs to go in the garbage too, because it smells disgusting. I do my best to try to clean everything up, but anyway, my point is that one of the blankets needed to be replaced, so I got this one. I had gotten the dogs like, what the heck was it? Christmas time or right before Christmas time, they had these other blankets. They were really cheap, like maybe, I don't know, maybe like around $4 or $5 or something. Anyway, but they're kind of small and they don't feel very nice. I mean, I know it's just, they're dogs and they're probably not going to feel it the way we feel it, because like their paws or something, I don't know. Anyway, I just don't think they're very nice blankets. But this one was really nice, and I think they will appreciate that one. So I don't know, we'll see. I think that is all that I had picked up over at that Goodwill. I went to a different Goodwill in a different town, and I did find some things that I could definitely use. I wanted to go over to Hobby Lobby and get a block of candle wax. Oh, actually this has been used already. Maybe this was a little bit bigger. I don't know. Not by much, because I bought this before. Okay, I'm really interested in getting into this whole candle thing. And so TJ and I came up with this like idea, and I needed to get a block of candle wax. And so over at Hobby Lobby, and they're usually about $5. The Hobby Lobby sticker is actually still on there. Can you see that? The Hobby Lobby sticker is still on there. They usually run for $4.99. I got it at Goodwill for $2.69. Is that what that says? It's upside down. I got it at Goodwill for $2.69. Now, yes, some of it is actually broken off, but I've bought these before, and whoever used this before really didn't use a whole lot of it, so this will work. Then I had also picked up, during Christmas, I've got like this little, it's kind of like a candle wreath thing that's got like the little votive candles, and if you would have seen any of my Christmas vlogs, you probably would have seen it. And I got some new candles for that. So there's 25 candles in here. I had gotten for $2.69. There's not just 25 candles in here, they're actually double stacked. There's like 50 candles in here. Oh wow, that's kind of cool. All right, so I'll be well stocked for next year, so I'm pretty happy about that. For $2.69, that's pretty good. Okay, so I ended up going over to the Family Crisis Center in another part of town, and I picked up a couple of things, and I'm going to go ahead and show you the clothes first. Again, once again, I did wash this already, but I found this t-shirt. It's a Christmas shirt, and I know it's long sleeve, and here, y'all, here in Texas, we're only just now getting cold. Like, it's not really even that cold in December. We might get a couple of cold spells, but it's very rare. And so I might regret this. I don't know. But I really loved this Christmas shirt. It says, "Love came down." What does it say? So it's got the nativity scene on it. And it says, "Love came down. Best day ever. For unto us a child is born. Jesus Christ." Isaiah 9:6. So this, I saw this. I'm like, yes, I have to have it. And I got this one. Oh, hold on. I gotta get the tag. Okay, so I had already taken the tags off of everything so I could get it washed. Okay, so this actually came from that one Goodwill where I had gotten everything else at, and it was $5.99 for this shirt. So this actually came from the Goodwill. But anyway, so I'm really excited. I'm gonna put this in my closet, and it's basically going to sit there until next Christmas, and we'll get that one out. What I did get at the Family Crisis Center was this sweater. Oh my gosh, it is just so pretty. I'll have to put it on so you can actually see it. But this one was $6.99. It's St. John's Bay. And it's just, I saw this and I just thought it was really pretty. It's kind of like a cable knit sweater, but it's buttoned down. It actually does have buttons that just snap on, and I've already worn it. Like, I washed it and then I wore it like last Sunday, and I got it because sometimes, well, aside from the fact that it is getting cold out and everything, but sometimes it also gets pretty chilly inside the church, and everybody is scrambling for blankets. And I thought, well, I will be nice and cozy in this, and there is nothing wrong with it, y'all. I've checked it for holes, I've checked it for, you know, stains or anything, and there is nothing wrong with this. It is so comfortable, and I love it so much. And for $6.99, and it's St. John's Bay, I thought that was a really good deal. So I got that. The other thing I had gotten was, going back to candles. Oh, this one smells so good, y'all. This one is by Mainstays. It's the Country Holiday Candle, and it's never been burned. This one I got for $2.99, and I just kept smelling it. I'm like, this smells so good. I don't know if this is, we'll see. If I've never gotten like the Mainstays candles before, so I don't know if it's going to have good enough throw or not, but it's never been burned, and I'm kind of digging candles lately, so I got that one. St. Patrick's Day will be coming up in a couple of months, and I really loved this cute little decor piece. How cute is that? So there's like 4 little, I'm gonna need to kind of adjust the little the clovers here, because there's one in the back that keeps like falling down, but that's okay. I can fix it and super glue it. And then it's like in this little watering can, and then the little sign. It just kind of gave me like some vintage vibes. And I ended up getting this one for, oh, can you see it? I got it for $2.99. So not many people decorate for St. Patrick's Day. I like to decorate for St. Patrick's Day. And the last thing I got was this strainer. So I know, nothing cool, nothing fancy, but a lot of strainers nowadays, like, I don't know, they don't make them like this one anymore. Like, this is metal. I got it for, what does that say? $2.99. And I've got a bigger one. I've got a bigger like mesh one, but I don't have a small one for, you know, for just like smaller things. And I've got like a handheld one, and like the handle broke, and if I don't end up using it to actually like rinse food, I mean, I can just stick this in the dishwasher and it's totally fine. But if I don't end up using it, I could always use it as like a decor piece and just like hang it on the wall somewhere. And I just thought that that would be kind of like a nice, you know, just going back to the whole like country cottage vintage kind of decor decorating style. I'm really into doing that. And oh no, I do have another thing. Oh, okay, I got things everywhere. Okay, so this is a gamble. I had somebody comment on my last thrifting video. I can't remember what the heck she said. Basically, oh, I think it was something to do about like the Christmas trees. Yes. buying a Christmas tree from the thrift store or Goodwill is a gamble. Unless, of course, you find a Goodwill like I did in the last video where they actually set up the Christmas tree, which I think stores need to do that so that you can know whether or not all the pieces are there. You just know what you're getting. Now, I know for puzzles, that's a little bit different. It's a gamble when you get a puzzle over at the thrift store, unless, of course, it's already wrapped in its original packaging. But this one, I couldn't leave it behind. Now, I like to do, like, I mean, it's been a while since we did a puzzle, but like 300 pieces or less. Otherwise, Charlotte gets kind of bored. 500 max, but this one is 1,000. But look at the pictures on this, y'all. Look at this. Isn't that so cool? It's things I ate as a kid. Do y'all recognize any of the brands that are in this picture? This was so cool. There was a second one, and I got this for $3.99. There was a second one. I almost got it too. I probably should have, honestly. And it was, I wonder if it's on the back here. But it was all the different ice cream brands from like way back in the day, from like the 80s and the 70s and, you know, even further back. This is like a bunch of different brands. Like there is ice creams, and then there's all like the snacks and cereals and, you know, like mac and cheese, Tang, and Chuckles and Minute Tapioca. I mean, like, look at the brands on here. Like, that is so crazy. I just got so excited. I'm going to basically put it on our dining room table. I'm going to set up all the pieces, and as we go, we'll just, you know, piece these things together. And then hopefully, fingers crossed, all the pieces are there. All 1,000 pieces. She's in it. Hi, baby. Do you like your tunnel? Plus the tunnel has like a little bit of like a plasticky sound, and she loves plastic. I don't know. She's kind of crazy. Okay. So this, the last two things I'm going to show you are thrifted tops, but I didn't actually go to a store to get them. I got them on a website called ThredUp. And if you're not familiar with it, it's an online, basically like an online thrift store where people, ThredUp, if you're not familiar with ThredUp, this is not sponsored, by the way. Just, I am not sponsored in any way. I bought a couple things and I wanted to show it to you. But ThredUp is an online thrift store where you can basically buy or sell used clothing items. It's actually not just clothes. It's like accessories too. So like purses, jackets, shoes, I mean, just whatever. And you can click on the different like condition. Like if you're like, yeah, I kind of wouldn't mind doing, you know, thrifting, but like you can click on brand new with tags, like never been worn, it's in excellent condition, and they have photos of like everything, the front, back, side, that you do the 360, and they'll also take a picture of the tag so you can see what the brand, the size, the material it's made with. So I mean, it's a pretty good website. I've ordered from there one other time where I got like a workout top. I wear it like every single week. And then there was another plaid top. Oh, and the workout top was Under Armour. They've got all the different brands. So you can shop by all the different brands, whether it be Under Armour, Ann Taylor, J. Crew. I mean, you name a brand and they probably have it. So I clicked on new with tags. And so I got this dress. So again, I'm kind of like shopping for the seasons, and I'm thinking about Easter, and I kind of like the whole Western wear. Plus I also just got a pair of brand new boots from Cavender's, and I'm thinking about this, you know, like a dress to go with my boots for Easter. And I got this dress, and let's see, I'm trying to hold it up here. So okay, maybe you can't see it. Okay. So it does come down to my knees, and it is sleeveless. And it's got this print on here. Okay, now I got to get closer so I could show you this print. This print is like so pretty. I really like it a lot. It does tie here in the front. See, brand new with tags. It was from TJ Maxx. The brand is Rebellion, and I got it in a size medium. I've already tried this on. I've already tried this on, and it actually fits really good. That's the other thing with ThredUp. They're really true to their size, so that's really helpful. So it was originally from TJ Maxx. The tag kind of got torn, so I don't know what they were charging there. But it is Rebellion again. It's a medium, and what did I get this for? Well, I'm gonna have to put the price on the screen because I don't know where my receipt went. I have no idea. But I can tell you that between this dress and the top I'm about to show you, I paid less than $20. I think I paid like right around like $15 for these two items. So the other thing that I had gotten was this top. It's a little tank top. Yes, I am shopping for the summer. Yes, we are going to go sleeveless because we are working on them arms, we are working on them muscles, and we're gonna show them off this summer. So I got this top, this little tank top. It is so cute. So I've already tried this on. This fits really good. This is the pattern, if you can see it. I thought this pattern was pretty cool. The brand is Grayson Threads. It is a medium, and I got this for like super, super cheap. There's nothing wrong with this. There is like, it doesn't even seem like it's ever been worn, to be honest with you. And I really like it. So I'll be excited to wear that this summer. Like I said, I had gotten stuff from them before, like a year or so ago, where I had got like, it was like a plaid button down, J. Crew top, new with tags, and then an Under Armour tank top that I wear like every single week. What was actually kind of cool about that Under Armour tank top is that when I got it, it was a little tight on me. I'm not gonna lie. It was a little tight on me. Now it's too big on me. We're working really hard in our workouts, and so it's actually kind of like a cool thing, just like to know that, man, when I first got this, this was a little tight on me. I still wore it, and then as time has gone on, I shrank myself, and guess what? Now it's very loose, so it's, I don't know, kind of exciting. But anyway, that is the haul that I have for you today. I hope that you enjoyed it, and if you did, please give it a big thumbs up, subscribe down below, share with somebody you love, and I will see y'all in the next video. Bye. You like your tunnel, River? She seems very content in